Stephen Smith here, Touchdown Alabama Magazine. I'm right here with my brother from another mother, Justin Smith, the lead scouting and recruiting analyst for TDA. We're live here on location in beautiful Orlando, Florida, inside this lovely gazebo here. But Justin, as we're taking in the sights from the Citrus Bowl, huge news broke on this evening. Linebacker Dylan Moses has decided to not pursue the NFL draft, but to return to Alabama for 2020. The news broke, of course, via his Instagram page, social media going crazy, stuff going all around the social media webs here. But Dylan Moses making that move to come back. How huge is this, Justin?
Well, I know me personally, being a scouting and recruiting analyst, I look at everything from the recruiting standpoint. So I'm going to look at it from the recruiting viewpoint. And when you look at Alabama's 2020 recruiting class, they're bringing in four-star linebacker Jackson Braden, four-star linebacker Demore Kennedy.
Love both of those dudes.
And when you're bringing in those guys, they won't have to step up and make the immediate impact that Christian Harris and Shane Lee had to make once they were able to step onto the campus of the University of Alabama as a freshman. And going back to what Pete Golding said at his press conference a couple of days ago, those guys had to ask for confirmation, saying like, yo, where do you go for this play? Yo, if I'm doing this right. But now you got Dylan Moses there, a guy, a senior linebacker, you're going to be like, yo, where do I go now? You go here, and he's controlling the whole defense. You no longer have to take that burden. So I think that's going to be huge for freshmen coming in next season.
So you're taking it from the recruiting aspect. I like that. I'm going to look at this from the depth perspective here. So you get the biggest domino, Dylan Moses, to fall. Now, along with that, Alabama pushed hard for the 6th year for Joshua McMillan. Of course, they got the 6th year. Now, McMillan has not accepted yet, but let's say he does. If he does, you now look at Alabama would have 10 guys at the inside linebacker position, because you would look at Dylan Moses, McMillan, Alec Cahoe, Jalen Moody, Markel Benton, of course Shane Lee and Christian Harris, among others. You would have that depth there. But even if Joshua McMillan was to not accept the 6th year, you still have 9 guys. And with that depth, as you mentioned, having Dylan Moses back, you have your leader, your captain, your nucleus of that defense to set the pieces in motion. But the biggest thing here is, Justin, you've got other draft-eligible juniors. Tua Tagovailoa, a big piece. Jerry Jeudy, Henry Ruggs, Najee Harris, Devonta Smith, Jedrick Wills, Alex Leatherwood. A lot of big names here in play. With the influence that Dylan has, could you see somebody else being swayed by the move that Moses has just made?
Yeah, I think when you look at the rest of the juniors that are eligible to declare for the NFL draft, Tua Tagovailoa, Devonta Smith, Henry Ruggs, Jerry Jeudy, they knew that they were missing that defense from this past season. I think this season was a huge disappointment for those guys. Going back to the loss to Clemson in the national championship, that was an embarrassment. Those guys really
don't ever bring that up to me again.
Yeah, those guys really want to come back from that. And this season was a disappointment. They were not able to do that. Coming back, you knew the defense was down this season. Now that you're coming back, you're going to have a veteran at the inside linebacker position, a critical position within Nick Saban and Pete Golding's defense. You bring those guys back, I think that Alabama and the rest of those draft-eligible juniors are going to really think about, yo, we're going to have that guy back next season. And that's going to change the whole defense.
Now, you mentioned a huge name, Justin, a huge name as we wrap this up here. Pete Golding as defensive coordinator. A lot of fans, they kind of have some twitchy feelings about him. He was young this year, first year as the main guy, did not have a fully healthy roster, didn't have Dylan Moses, didn't have Joshua McMillan. LeBron Ray got hurt early in the season. With Dylan Moses back, how much does this sway to keep Pete Golding? Because now he would have his guy back, his leader back, his captain back. You mentioned in the press conference, when you expect a lot out of 18-year-old kids, sometimes you're not going to get all that you want because they don't know. So with Dylan back, how much does this help Pete Golding?
I think it helps Pete Golding tremendously. When you look at the fact that the linebacker is so critical to Alabama's defense, and when you look at Pete Golding now, he always had to depend on those freshmen this past season. And going back to his press conference also, he said that some fans don't really think about, like, when you're trying to teach an 18, 17-year-old kid a whole defense, what really goes into that confirmation that they needed. You look for affirmation from a guy who's just as young as you, and it's not really going to happen like Pete Golding and Alabama defense wants it to happen. So I think that having that veteran guy at the inside linebacker position is going to help Pete Golding take the defense to the level that he wanted it at going into this season.
Well, folks, just providing you here with a little instant analysis, Touchdown Alabama Magazine. Yours truly, Stephen Smith, with my man, Justin Smith, live here on location in Orlando, Florida for the Citrus Bowl. Dylan Moses making the big money move, decided I'm not going to pursue the NFL, man, not now. I'm going to come back to Alabama for 2020 and help out this defense. For all of us here at the TDA brand, this is yours truly, Stephen Smith, with my man Justin signing off, folks. This has been an instant reaction as Dylan Moses coming back for 2020.